Have you ever wanted to impress your teammates with your amazing spy skills or wanted to bully the entire enemy team so badly that they quit the game out of sheer rage? If you've ever wanted either of those things, then you're in the right place. In this video, I will be going through the top 5 spy tips that will make you a better spy. I have spent thousands of hours gathering experience and knowledge, which has all been put together in this video. If you stick around for the end, I have some bonus tips to level up your game. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. This first thing is something that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but something that I find incredibly important if you really want to perform. Know your enemy. As mentioned, I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this thing before. Knowing who you're playing against can be very helpful in improving your spy skills. The level of each player on casual servers varies a lot from lobby to lobby. Being able to identify which players you have an advantage over and which players are better than you can help you make better decisions and overcome your opponents. If you spot a medic, demo man or heavy that don't look very good, you can help your team by killing them first, then moving on to your more skilled and tougher opponents. Take this scenario for example. You can see the heavy coming out of spawn.
I am hero!
While you're cloaked. We can tell he's not a great player by his movement. He runs in a straight line, just begging to be backstabbed, which is something that we love as spy mains. We can then decloak, go for the stab and get the freest kill of our life. Nice. Getting these kind of kills on weaker players is a great way to get higher kill streaks and make you look way better than you really are. Of course, I really am that good, but this tip applies to you watching this video. Knowing your enemy is not all about knowing their skill level, but also recognizing their playstyle and adapting your own accordingly. This is a very general tip, which varies a lot based on what playstyle you're playing against. The best way to get good at adapting is by watching my videos and by getting experience in the game yourself. For example, if you're playing against a pyro that keeps chasing you, you can go for more trick stabs as they will be running right behind you. Before you can go and backstab your opponent, you need something to do it with. From my experience, it's easier to kill your opponents when you have a knife equipped. That is why the next thing we're gonna talk about is choosing a loadout that fits your playstyle. There is not just one way of playing spy. You can be the aggressive trick-stabbing spy using the kunai and dead ranger combo, going for high risk, high reward plays. Or you can be the passive spy using the cloak and dagger, lich ranger and the stock knife, who goes for the important kills on medics and snipers. In my opinion, you should experiment with different loadouts and combos and find out what suits you the most and of course what makes you have the most fun. If you aren't having fun with it, the loadout is probably not for you. My personal favorite loadout is the kunai, lich ranger and the invis watch. But that doesn't mean I only play with that. I switch up loadouts regularly because I play the game to have fun. And switching up things is what makes it fun for me. Also, destroying people on Harvest with the Ambassador, Dead Ranger and Stock Knife makes it kind of fun. Remember to have fun playing and you will definitely become way better in the process. Play around with different loadouts and playstyles so it becomes easier for you to adapt to your opponent and keeps the game fun and exciting. Just like switching up which spy loadout you play with, you should also switch up what maps you play on. And that leads us to tip number 3. What map are you playing on? I can't stress this enough, but knowing what map you're playing on as a spy will give you an ultimate upper hand against your enemies. Knowing where all the ammo packs, health packs on the map are, as well as knowing all the escape routes on the map is a complete game changer. This will help you surprise your opponent with flashy entries and get out of dangerous situations, making you kill more and die less. The best beginner maps for spy, in my opinion, Upward, Swiftwater, Badwater, Frontier, Barnblitz and Borneo. I will cover all those maps in a future video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I will just recommend that you play those maps. While it's important to know the map well, you still need to switch up what map you're playing on to keep it fresh and exciting. Don't just choose one map and practice on that for the rest of your time playing the game. You will learn something new in each map you play on. Learning means improving, and that's why you're here. So do not sit on the same map all day if you want to improve your spy game. Something else that is important to talk about is disguising, and that leads us to spy tip number 4. What is the best disguise? This is a very controversial topic because there are many different and great opinions, but I will now give you my opinion. I think pyro, medic and sniper are the best disguises, whereas soldier and heavy are the worst disguises. This is because the movement speed that comes with the disguises. You get the same speed as the class you disguise yourself as. So if you disguise yourself as a soldier, you are just as slow as a soldier, and this will make it harder for you to get kills because it takes you longer to chase down your enemies. However, there is an exception with the scout. If you disguise yourself as a scout, you won't be as fast as him. I think pyro, medic and sniper are good because your speed is not a disadvantage, and these classes don't have to use their primary and secondary weapons all the time. I'm mostly thinking about pyro here because he has to get close before he can use his flamethrower, making it less suspicious for you to stay close to the enemy team. While I think you should disguise yourself as a sniper, pyro or medic, that doesn't mean you should never disguise yourself as any of the other classes. Disguising as a scout can be very effective if you spam crouch, jump and move around a lot, because it makes you seem like the real hyperactive scout. Just remember to not move around too much as a scout, because your enemies can see that you're not as fast, which of course reveals that you are indeed a fake. The last spy tip is the one that have helped me the most, and that is practicing your backstabs hitbox. Different classes have different back hitboxes. For example, you can backstab the demo man if you hit him from this angle. I will leave an IP server down below so you can get into the map and practice your backstabs on all the different classes and getting to feel where the enemy's back hitboxes are. Besides practicing the back hitbox, you also need to practice your backstab timing. Knowing and getting the feel about where your enemy's back is when going for the kill will take time, but has helped me getting a lot more kills in casual servers. This is something that you can't really learn solely from videos, but need actual in-game experience to learn. I personally know it took me a long time because I have 800 hours on spy. This would be a good time to ask for you to like and comment on the video, as well as hitting the subscribe button. This helps me knowing what videos you like to see, so I can make more of those. Alright, on with the rest of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around this far. Because you stayed, I will now reward you all with 3 bonus tips. These tips are more specific and can be applied immediately into your game. The first bonus tip is the quiet Dead Ranger. Whenever you have the Dead Ranger out and you know that you're about to take damage, you should immediately put it away. If you manage to do so, there will be no sound from the counterfeiting. This can of course be very useful against spyro enemies because they will not see or hear it coming and you can get a quick kill. Bonus tip number 2. Cloak before disguising. This is an obvious one, but I still wanted to include it in this video if there should happen to be some of you that don't know about it. If you disguise before you cloak, you will leave back a white trail and therefore you can still be seen even when you're invincible. If you cloak first and afterwards disguise, while you're cloaked you will be 100% invincible all the time. Bonus tip number 3. Reload faster with the Dead Ranger. You can reload faster with the Dead Ranger shown on screen right now. Nice. Just after you hit the reload button, you pull out the Dead Ranger 2 times like so, and you will be able to reload your revolver faster. This tip can be very useful in certain situations and could very well end up saving your life. Mastering all these tips and tricks will take time. It took me a long time to master all of these things, and I hope you can do so too. So reach your desired skill level and go kill streaking. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Remember to watch the 2 latest videos shown on screen right now. See you guys!